Master Babaji, Affirmations. Dear John Johannes. Dear Carl. Dear Hannelore. Dear brothers and sisters of light. I honor and appreciate each and every one of you. Question: when we are asked to give our name, for example in invocations, orders, or requests, note JJK, should we only use our personal first name? I have a second name Maria, a title in my imagination, but I also have channeled first names. How? What is the most optimal, authentic application? I always like to direct my attention to the spiritual world. I would like to let go of the ego-based way of life, and instead increasingly address the connection with God, or with my higher self, and immerse myself in the divine world, so that I can swim healthy and safe in the spiritual world. Please, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ing. It's your choice. The best application is the one you choose for yourself. There is only one rule, your choice. God knows all your names, God knows your intention, God knows your heart, God knows you. As soon as you declare yourself, you set energy in motion. Which name you use to declare yourself is entirely up to you and your choice. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Trust your discernment. Trust your devotion. Trust your love, which always does the right thing at the right moment. Trust and move away from words and towards the inner core. You are always right when your heart is full and your intention is clear and aligned. God knows you even without words. You speak the words for yourself to align and strengthen yourself, not to achieve something with God. God knows you, and grants your heart's desires, before you speak them, and God grants your soul's desires to an extent you could never wish for. God knows you. Trust. Act from your heart, live from your soul, and love what you are. You are blessed. I am Babaji. The creators, are we reliving the fall of Atlantis? We are the creators. We are a 12th dimensional collective of non-physical beings, and we are here to help. We know that you all like to learn about history, and the history of planet Earth in particular, especially when it is different from the history that you were taught in school. You are the ones who like to hear the truth. You like an alternative story better than the official story, and that is because you have these expressions there on Earth, like the history books are written by the winners. Now at the time of the fall of Atlantis, there were no winners. There were only those who survived, and the fall of Atlantis was precipitated by an over-reliance on technology by those who had distanced themselves so much from Mother Earth and Mother Nature that they did not think about the ramifications of their actions. They did not care about toxic wastes that were created by their obsession with flying machines and teleportation machines and machines that would reatomize whatever it was that you put into it. Many Atlanteans were enamored by technology, and yet there were those who understood the importance of connecting with Mother Earth and Mother Nature, and they were the ones who were considered on the fringe of society. They were the weird ones, the spiritual ones, who put a lot of faith in their healing practices, and wore a lot of crystals. Does any of this sound familiar yet? Yes, you are at a point in human history where you are going through this kind of dichotomy again. This kind of split is happening. There are many people who feel that technology has all the answers, and there are others who are trying to preserve species of animals, trees, plants, entire forests, and they want nothing more than to clean up the oceans and the air. They are the ones who are seen as being in the way of progress by those who want to take as much as they can from Mother Earth and destroy Mother Nature in the process. And so you have a big difference in the ways in which you approach the future of planet Earth. Is the future just to colonize the Moon and Mars, or is it to do your best to reverse the damage that has been done by the pollution that is causing a lot of health problems in humans as well as animals? You will all have to make this choice now, and recognize that you are not there to repeat the Atlantean story. You are there to move beyond this split and come together with a sort of compromise. Yes, there will be technology. That's not going away, but neither should all the trees, plants, and animal life just so that you can have more. You all need to evolve to a point where you are ready for certain technologies, and one of the ways that you accelerate your spiritual evolution is by getting out in nature and communing with Mother Earth, the trees, the animals, the sun. And so the two belief systems must be able to come together and find a common ground so that you can move forward as a society that will have technology, but that will also think about how everything is affecting the whole, the planet and all of her inhabitants, whether human or not. You don't get to this place by fighting the side that you're not on. You get to this place by coming together and recognizing that you have different perspectives, different points of view, but that ultimately the goal is to live harmoniously with each other and with your world, who you are meant to be the stewards of, who you are meant to be taking care of, not only because she provides so much for you, but because of the future and the generations that will come after yours. Therefore, we encourage you to take whatever actions you can to get involved in organizations who are seeking to preserve the rainforests, the endangered animals, and who are seeking to clean up the oceans. Take the actions you know that you can make, and take to live on a healthier planet. Do what you can, and seek to come together with those who see things differently than you do, because every compromise that you make puts out into the collective consciousness the fact that it is possible to come together and agree that there is a way for everyone to get what they want, and to live harmoniously together on a healthy planet. We are the creators, and we love you very much. Attainable Life Enhancement. There is something important happening in each moment of our lives. It has to do with helping us to become aware of our essence, of who we really are. We express our essence as our human person, but we are so much more. Our essence has been hidden from our awareness by our consent. We do this to limit ourselves to a realistic experience of living with the capability of experiencing fear. In our essence there is no fear, because we know that we are our personal presence in eternal, infinite consciousness expressing and feeling unconditional acceptance and love in every moment, while being aware that we enhance all life and everything we pay attention to. We have no limits in any way. As fractals of infinitely creative consciousness, we already know in our inner knowing that our human person is a creation of the limitations we have placed upon ourselves in order to have this experience. Otherwise, we would not know fear. With this knowledge, and having deepened our understanding and feeling of love and compassion, we can now open our awareness to our unlimited self. We are our eternal presence of awareness, unlimited by space and time. We are infinitely creative, through using our imagination and inner feelings to pay attention to whatever we attract. This can be deepest knowing, passing into the vibratory state of love and joy in each moment. This is our essence and is how we are without fear, and with only life-enhancing energetics. We can deeply know everyone we give our attention to. We are fully telepathic and much more. We can all become aware of this way of being. This is a matter of choice for each of us. What do we pay attention to? That's where our life force is going, and it is creating energetic patterns that interact with resonating vibrations in the quantum field of all potentialities. By entering our chosen vibratory spectrum of energetics, we are modulating the vibrations that we experience. The energetics we are constantly expressing are electromagnetic, and are expressed by our imagination, and our emotions, and inner feelings. What is important about this is that we direct our mental and emotional attention. These abilities of ours express vibratory patterns that are our experiences. If we wish to change our lives, we need to direct our attention to the kinds of thoughts and feelings that we love. We have this choice in every moment. Our world is recreated millions of times each second, and we have the choice of experiencing our own presence of awareness in every trillionth moment in every second. We could consider this an opportunity to transcend our environment, whatever it is, outside of our inner knowing, and intentionally direct our attention to scenarios that we would love to participate in to enrich our own lives and to enhance the lives of everyone involved in our awareness. We have the choice of how we want to feel in each moment. If we can be constantly present in our awareness, we can train our subconscious to cooperate with life enhancement for all. It is our awareness and realization that take us into energetic dimensions that we can recognize and align with in resonance. This is what we experience as real. We have to recognize energetic patterns to make them real for us as things that we can sense. With our attention, we create the energetics that we experience. If we want to become aware of our essence, we need to align our attention with its vibratory patterns. These are all life-enhancing in every way. Intuitively we know what these are, and we can intentionally create, without limits, the scenarios and feelings that we choose. Limited only by self-consent, we are absolutely creative, and we can live in any conditions at the vibratory level we are able to hold in our imagination and attention. Events themselves are important for our experience and can also be a distraction from our inner awareness. While we learn to transcend the distractions of life and our own awareness, we can open ourselves to our heart consciousness. This is what we feel and know intuitively in the vibratory spectrum of life enhancement. As we recognize what they actually are, the limiting beliefs we have imposed upon ourselves have benefited us in broadening our experience of life. Now they're keeping us within a containment of consciousness. Recognizing this condition, we can intentionally resolve them all and transcend the containment spectrum of energetics into a dimension of complete fulfillment in alignment with our innate awareness of our own compassion, gratitude, love, and joy. As fractals of infinite consciousness, which is the cause and expression of everything in the quantum field, we are each in our essence a localized presence of awareness. This awareness is infinite and eternal beyond any expressions, and able to realize them all. The Andromeda Intergalactic Council, the ultimate split. Greetings in the light and love of our infinite Creator. We enjoy the moments we share with you. Thank you for this connection. As you move closer to the ultimate shift, it is of the utmost importance that you remember to stay alert. This means cultivating a heightened awareness of your surroundings, your thoughts, and your emotional state. Keep yourself focused, centering your mind and spirit, and hold alignment with the divine light that exists within you and all around you. This alignment requires active engagement and a conscious effort to resonate with higher frequencies. If you do not vibrationally prepare and stabilize yourself within these elevated frequencies, you risk being pulled down into the chaos that is manifesting in various forms throughout your world. Many things are shifting and changing within your reality, creating a landscape that can be tumultuous and confusing. These shifts you are experiencing are profound transformations that are affecting the very fabric of the human collective. This upheaval is causing great confusion and disarray among many individuals who are struggling to comprehend the rapid pace of change and the implications it has for their lives. Your light is essential during these times of uncertainty, serving as a guiding force amidst the diverse and often conflicting energies that are at play. The great split of the human collective is well underway, and it is crucial to recognize the significance of this division. Those who align with the negative timeline are beginning to fall away from your reality, creating a clear distinction between paths. Understand that this division is a reflection of the choices individuals have made. Some have chosen to continue advancing the light within the lower physical dimensions, clinging to familiar patterns and beliefs that no longer serve them. As you move higher in the light, you transcend the limitations of the lower vibrations, allowing you to experience a reality that is vastly different from theirs. In many cases, those who dwell in these lower vibrations may not even perceive your presence. It will seem as though you can see them, observing their struggles and challenges, but they do not witness you in the same way. This phenomenon can be particularly evident throughout your daily activities, especially when you interact with others. You may find that the split in the human perspective broadens as the vibrations on your planet increase. Continue to hold your light high and bright for those who are still unsure of their path. You are the beacons of hope for a brighter future for the human race, illuminating the way forward for those who seek guidance and understanding. Your unwavering commitment to embodying the light can inspire others to awaken to their own potential, encouraging them to rise above the chaos and confusion that currently envelops them. In this way, your presence becomes a catalyst for transformation, fostering a collective movement towards higher consciousness and greater harmony. Embrace this role with courage and compassion, for it is through your light that the earth and humanity can begin to heal and evolve. With eternal love and deep respect, we witness you, we celebrate you, and we honor you. In the love and light of our infinite Creator. We are the Andromeda Intergalactic Council, here to serve the divine. The vastness of being, rising upwards. Like many people these days, I often wake up in the morning feeling anxiety over what's going on in the world. But a few mornings ago, I awoke from a dream where a rapper was rapping to me a beautiful message about how we need to take care of ourselves. Take care of our bodies, take care of our spirits, to stay strong and focused on the goodness in our hearts. I keep remembering this. The cosmic rapper, spreading a message of love and strength, determination, and togetherness. We are evolving into unity consciousness. Yes, it may not look that way, but we are. There is a bifurcation happening. A separating of paths. It's been gradually building for a long time now. We are on a path of love. We, who feel empathy, who practice kindness, when we're out in the world, we, who have compassion for others, we are on a path of love. We have chosen the path of love. This is our strength. We must remember, when we go into fear or despair, that we are love and love will prevail. I have had a vision of us walking on a path, and the path forks. One path goes to the right and spirals downward into darkness. The other path goes to the left and rises upward, circling in a spiral around the darkness, and then spirals up where it meets another path, and they converge, and move forward together. This path feels light and is filled with hope. The vastness of being there is an energy flow, that you are tapped into. You dip sometimes into the old energy flow, but you are always connected to this new path, the ascension path, and you are seeing in your inner eye right now how that is the path that has lifted up off of the old path, has separated, and is moving in a different direction, flowing in a way that appears as upward, and is indeed on a trajectory that reaches into another dimension. This path is open to all. Focusing on love is how you find it, and some are on it without knowing. Do not let the workings and changes in the world terrorize you. Move on to the path of love. It requires vigilance at times. This is the path, the way forward. This will forge a strong path for others to follow. Many, many beings are already on this path, and it is getting stronger and stronger, so take heart, you are not alone. Connect to the crystalline grid that flows around the earth. You meet one another there. This grid is part of the path. Connect to the grid at your feet. You are magnetized to this grid. Flow your love into the grid and sense it reaching all the beings that are also focusing their love into the synergy grid. You are forging a coherent bond with one another, unity, you are strong and united. Keep visualizing this, and feeling into it, making it more and more real. We are being called to love. To love more deeply, more fully. Love for no reason, love is the reason. I see people helping one another, I see people in their own little lives forging connections through open hearts. Those who can love, will. There are some beings who seem to be powerful. They have more money than they could ever spend in their lives, and that becomes boring, so power and manipulation is their game. They see the people of the world, who are called the everyday people, or the masses, as useless consumers, as losers, as expendable. But it's us, the people of the earth, who hold more power than we've ever realized. That power grows in strength when we are united. The dead-eyed people want to keep us divided. In the woods, laying in the snow, I so love doing that, looking up at the blue sky through the trees. I asked, can people actually become separated from their souls? The answer was yes, but it is a choice. When you asked that question, you were tuning into those of us within the vastness of being that are walking with you. We are your team. You have a guide team, and many ascended masters, your Arcturian soul family, the Curanderous, the grandmothers, your ancestors, connected by blood, connected by spirit, and connected by your soul's journey. You can tune into anyone, or all, and also the elemental earth spirits. So we, your guide team, talk with you. You recognize the wise vice, the friend that we are. We have been with you for your journey in this lifetime. There has always been, in every lifetime in the vastness of this expression on earth, a team of guides with you. This message is for everyone who reads this. Some of us have been with you in actual lifetimes. Some of us have been with you for the entire journey, knowing that there would be a timeline of great impact to the whole. When you set out on this journey, we told you we would walk with you. There was a preparation time where all the beings who volunteered to go to Earth set up their situation as best they could with their team of guides who would remain in the non-3D and would offer suggestions, nudges, comfort, steadiness, because they knew, and those coming to the 3D knew they would forget who they were. They would forget everything. So the guide team, and they are a team with the one in 3D, would be there to provide assistance in helping the person stay aligned to their hearts, to the truth of love, and to the essence of their souls. No one knew what it would be like, but the purpose has always been to bring the light of love into this plane, to keep the light of love shining within the darkness that descended on the earth plane. Those who chose to come here are very brave. Many teachers way showers through the ages held steadfast to love and passed the teachings on to others through the flow of time. Ancient wisdom, like rivers of light, have perpetuated through time, through written texts, through poetry, music, and visual art from these way showers. So many light travelers planted seeds of love, which helps others to continue on their journeys. Some of these paths of love have been usurped by the Dark One, who wove teachings of hatred through the messages of love, creating judgment and division, manipulating people with fear. So, when we speak of people becoming separate from their souls, it is those who have chosen, lifetime after lifetime, a path of cruelty, a path of darkness. Instead of having a connection of love to their soul, they began to align their connection to a darker power. This entity, for that is what it is, consumes life. Its hunger is insatiable, and it leaves lifelessness in its path. Eventually, it consumes itself until it can find more light to consume. So, those who align with this maleficent slowly disengage from the light of their souls. They choose this other path. They choose to align with greed, hunger, cruelty, and a false sense of power. It is false, because it doesn't belong to the individual, it belongs to this beast, and those who align with this are constantly feeding the beast, and luring others in through manipulating people to hate the other. It is hatred that fuels the fire, and consumes the soul spirits of those who choose this path. Eventually, they give their souls over to this energy. The expression of selling one's soul is true. Those who sell their souls will never know peace. They are truly lost. There are different intensities of this, so there are many who are aligning with this path, without realizing it, and they still have the opportunity to awaken from the hypnosis of hatred. It is not too late for them to realize they have the flame of love in their hearts. Their guide teams are pleading with them to see the light of their souls, to find the innocence within them once again. The people in their lives who love them are broken-hearted, and also trying to reach them, but many have found they cannot continue trying. They can just hold the light for these family members and friends, in the hope that one day they will awaken to the love in their souls. It is a personal choice that comes from within. There will come a moment where a surge of energy will uplift people out of that darkness, if they so choose, to release hatred, and allow their hearts to open. Now, those who have been holding the light of love within their hearts have been aligning more and more fully with their divine soul essence. They have been working on releasing beliefs and patterns that are part of a programming that is not aligned with the truth of the love of their soul essences. Everyone has divine soul essence, which is like a song, a harmonic of sound and feeling that resides deep within each individual. This divine soul essence is a resonance that is unique to each person, and, altogether, the harmony of humanity's divine soul essence is so beautiful, a celestial choir of resounding beauty and radiance. This is happening right now. Critical mass of awakened beings was reached in 2011, and is still growing. Even in people who have no frame of reference for what we are talking about, they are resonating with their soul essence, and living their lives with love, compassion, and grace. Others are consciously doing energy work to bring their soul essence into their being, their consciousness, more and more fully every day. This sets up a resonance that is poison to the beast of hatred. That's why it looks like that beast is stronger than the resonance of love at the moment. But it is not stronger, it is just loud. It is making one last grandstand, but it is not sustainable. It is weak in its center, because there is no love there. It is hollowed out inside by self-hatred, and, as it consumes light, it also consumes itself. Like a great rolling empty cloud of darkness. We tell you, the light is stronger. Many people are getting caught up in fear of this darkness. Do not forget the light within you. Join together with one another to create beauty. You have no doubt heard that joy is the best resistance to this darkness, and we highlight that for you now. We see groups of people gathering and creating a joyful noise in what you call protests, add music to the marches. Drumming. Bells, voices. Hold up banners of beauty and messages that have humor. The great gift to humanity is laughter in the face of adversity. This coming together creates a bubbling up of mirth, radiance, and joyful defiance. The darkness of hatred has no power where the light of love shines strong. Remember this when fear pricks at your hearts. Of course, there is healthy fear, and that leads to action, to speaking out, demanding justice. So don't be afraid of fear. It can feed a fierceness to the love within that can be effective when put into action. Turn fear into action, good trouble, like a mother bear protecting her young. Joy is innocence of spirit, and this innocence is growing through the truth of love. Remember, all is not lost. Align with one another in your communities. You are strong, united by your open hearts, love, and empathy. The world unity is within the word community. The ones who are manipulating the darkness are truly afraid of us, the masses, the everyday people, and so they want to keep us divided, and they want to weaken us through fear. It is important for those of us who are awake and aware of this to not engage with the divisiveness, the ones who are radiating hatred. When we are on social media of any kind, ignore, do not respond to the comments that radiate the hatred and division. Understand that most of those comments are not even from real people, they are bots implanted there by the dark manipulators. Trust your intuition. Everyone has an inner knowing. Pay attention to your gut feelings and trust yourself. Keep bringing love into your hearts and trust that when you need some help and encouragement, you will find it, sometimes in the most unexpected places. I just had a vision while writing this that each step we take creates a glow of light as we step, whether we are inside or out in nature. Play with this vision of yourselves on the path of light, the path of love. And now, my inner DJ is playing the song Walking on Sunshine. I'm happy to have this music inside of me today. Source: arrayofflight.com. The other videos are in the English video playlist. Help me spread the light. Click like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.